What's up guys, Peter here from Reviews on Anything, and if you're a regular follower of this channel you might know that I go to the gym a lot. Now going to the gym might sound easy, but it's not. If you take your lifting serious, then on chest day and shoulder day you might need some wrist support in order to push heavier. But then on back day you might need some straps or some other kind of pulling assistance in order to do heavier back exercises. Then on arm day you might want to use some grip pads in order to protect your hands a little bit and improve your grip, or you might just go for gloves in general. That's a lot of stuff to take with you to the gym, and God forbid you forget something and you suddenly can't do your chest workout anymore because you don't have your wrist cuffs with you. Luckily there is a solution from GripPowerPads, a company we've looked at multiple times before, in the form of gloves with wrist support. Now these gloves provide protection for your hands, they provide additional grip, they also provide extra stability for your wrist joints. So they sound like the one-stop shop for somebody who doesn't want to carry all these different things to the gym and just have something to work through all his workouts. We're going to have a closer look at them and see if that's actually true. Alright, so here we are with the training gloves with wrist support from GripPowerPads. Now, like I've said, we've looked at GripPowerPad products extensively on this channel, and the overall theme with their products is quality. All their products seem to be very well put together and do exactly what they're designed to do. Which is key, of course, especially when it comes to training gloves, because when you use these on a daily basis, you want performance out of them. Now, they're made of real cow leather. They claim the best cow leather they can find. Let's see what's what with a quick look around. You got some nice branding going on. Obviously the rubber grips here on the inside, the protection points on your fingers, none of those on your thumb, but an extra leather pad here, so to speak, for protection. You got two loops here on the top to make taking them off easier, and then here on the bottom you have the 2-inch wide leather, perforated leather rather, wrist protection or wrist stabilization cuff. Now I'll put it on so you can see how it looks on a hand and how it actually functions. It's one long strap that sort of also includes the closing part for the actual glove. Putting it on, it fits nice and snug. Then first you close it, which is a bit of, it's not a hassle, but you have to sort of pull this tight with your thumb and then keep it in place and then move this over. And then you wrap the extra protection around your wrist like you would with a normal piece of wrist support. And that's it. It fits really nice on your hand. It's not too bulky. You know, some brands offer really long, extra thick wrist wraps that are, you know, when you're doing extremely heavy benching, might be the choice for you. But I think for 90% of people that train, you know, decently heavy, this is an excellent solution to provide a bit of stabilization to your wrist joint and a bit of extra security when you're going through those heavy pushing exercises. At the same time, the glove offers protection for your hands, especially here on the inside. You know, bars and dumbbells can be rough and you don't want to damage your hands. And they offer you know, excellent grip support with the rubber here on the inside, so your grip is nice and secure as well. Now you can make the wrist part obviously as tight or as loose as you want, depending on what you're doing. You can, you know, imagine when you're doing heavy pushing exercises like bench pressing, shoulder pressing and so on, you might want to put it nice and tight, but then if you're moving on to something like chest flies, for example, you might want to loosen it up a little bit because you don't need the additional wrist support there. Or you can just leave it in sort of a medium tight setting where you constantly have the support but not up to the point that your fingers will start losing blood. So it offers, you know, a great range of flexibility and a great range of you know, extra protection for your wrist. Now you can tell already that this is not providing any kind of structural support in itself. So, you know, when you're doing, like I said before, extremely heavy pressing exercises, this is just not going to be enough for you to get through those very heavy lifts. But when you wrap it around your wrist nice and tight, it does provide a lot of extra support for your wrist. Because it's tight, it offers, you know, the stability in the joint increases dramatically, and because when it's tight and wrapped around itself, that sort of vertical support becomes apparent. You can lean on it decently like this in your heavy pushing exercises, and even when you're doing heavy things like pulling or whatever, you can also lean on it the other way. So altogether it provides a great deal of stability for your wrist joint, which increases the safety of lifting heavy things, which is in the end what you want. At the same time, the nice grip on the inside will make sure that you won't let go of anything. Downsides, not really. These loops here make it nice to, make it easier to take them off. It does involve a little extra stitching here on the inside of the fingers though, so if that's something you can't take, you know, that's that. But all in all, it's not really in the way, and you're not going to put your fingers that far apart anyway, so you know they won't be bothering you that much. Gloves do tend to make your hands a bit sweaty, but because the leather is nice and perforated, there's a decent amount of ventilation going on. Same thing here on the thumb. So you know you will get a bit of sweaty palms, but not too bad as with gloves that are, you know, fully closed and don't offer any kind of ventilation. All in all, I kind of like these. They're very good for sort of all-round fitness, all-round lifting, and I think they will serve a lot of people really well. They don't really want to carry all those different things that I mentioned in the beginning around. And this is really your one-stop shop, all the equipment you need. This was Peter from Reviews on Anything, with a quick look at the lifting gloves with wrist support from GripPowerPads. Hope you guys enjoyed this little video, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers!